to start streaming. Today I'm going to streaming about my recent project, which is making a game with open source game engine. And just hold on a second, and I'm going to check the streaming first. I'm going to decrease music. So today my PC just get low performance because I just preparing my Blender game, so it kind of very low frame rate. Okay, I guess I was live streaming today. Let's see if I can see the preview. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to play some Blender game, which is gonna release quite some time, maybe about 6 or 5 years. It's been released in 2014. The game was made and rendered in the Blender game engines, and it's kinda great. I already tried this. And I think the performance kinda low because without streaming I got 60 FPS, and now it's dropping into 16 at least, and I'm almost at most is probably 30, and the game is still has no sound effect, but it looks pretty nice with the texture in it. I think it's using vertex paints. This is a racing game, should be a racing game, but it's not really a very complete version of it. They just the project, and the game was released in 2014. It's quite a while. It has a good mechanics, maybe the basic for the car, and what I was interested in this game was the environment. They use the long object details of the cars with the LOD. Maybe I'm gonna try the music after this, because I cannot press anything in the Blender game engine's preview mode, because this is kind of like a real-time rendering, real-time 3D, so it's kind of lowering performance while streaming. Without streaming I'll have 60 FPS as usual, and most other games also has a 60 FPS. I think the environment in this game was quite good, the texture was good. The tree was kind of a tricky one. I just want to figure out how to create the LOD. Because that is kind of simple, just using the layers management. So there is some hidden layers in certain distance for the camera. So the camera has a distance for a clip, for a few clip distance. So each distance will be rendering certain meshes for the landscape and the tree as well. So this is what game was inspired me to make a game in Blender. I just want to plan to create game in Unity, just like previous gameplay I was streaming. I played the Valheim game was made with Unity engines. Unity 3D engines and see the quality of it is. And just few minutes ago, I just browsing some Blender streaming, which is Unity. Actually, just streaming Unity engines, and has a great game that he was made, and the texture was great, and the concept was similar to No Man's Sky, which is sci-fi and exploration, still in the third-person shooting perhaps, and it looks awesome. It's like AAA game, and I see the landscape was just browsing today in Blender in the Twitch. You will find it. He was the guy from the Jacks, and he kind of a bit able to speak in English. He always mostly speak in the Czech language, and I'm kind of happy to see one of the people just had a progress, just has more progress than me, so I try to clean up. I just started making it in Blender because I just only have the Unity 3D trial version, which is still downloaded, and I do not have any issue with the networks. The download seems to be very slow, maybe the server issues perhaps. And I'm probably learning with the cracked version, just for learning, because I don't have any knowledge with the Unity 3D. Oops, dropping FPS. I don't know what it costs. I think it's probably with the physics, and the physics with the Blender engine was kinda very tough for my PC, so seems I need to update or upgrade my hardware, even for Blender. Blender kinda great game. So let's go close this game. I don't know how to close it. I think it has a good UI on this game. So now exit, now straight into the Blender engine, and it's probably crashed within this game while streaming. I tried to record it yesterday, and it was crashed. So I'm going to enable exiting the windows. I'm going to make another coffee. Oh, we just finished. Okay, so this game, I learned a lot from this game. For the LOD, what's the name? LOD was line of detail. Yes, not long distance object. Doesn't even spell as LOD. Okay, let's open my recent project, which is I just started very simple game. It's only with Blender because I was planning for a Unity but still downloading, so I changed to Blender and I searched in the Google the Blender game. There's not plenty, just few of great Blender game. There's some survival game, almost like mini survival game, which is first person view, and it's great. I think it's about, I think the article was maybe a few years ago, or maybe far too old, maybe almost a decade. I think it's 2013, and he has already in progress at that day. I think that's kinda late to start from Blender right now. So today I'm using the Blender 2.79, so I'm going to change the music. The music is kinda too. I'm going to play some Sonic music. So today I'm streaming with the Blender. The Unity doesn't finish as per the download. The last time I was trying to make was kind of hard using the Blender game engine. I think it's quite new. Making a huge game with the Blender. Mostly Blender game was kind of small game, like a very small area or landscape. Doesn't even have a huge landscape. Well, I was planning for a open world in Blender, which is so ambitious in Blender. Mostly people just make it for Android or iOS game, then export it into Unity, then probably next step was into the Unreal engines. So the planning is quite tricky for myself. If I make game from Blender, which is unfamiliar, and most people doesn't make such a huge game from Blender, they just have kind of simple mini 3D game. Probably they just making a Super Mario or like The Sims or simple third-person adventure gameplay and not such a huge open world. But I had plans for it. I make a plan for a huge open world game. But the progress is kind of tricky if I made in Blender. Maybe just use the Blender game engine. Doesn't use another one or another software, other game engines like Unity and Unreal engines, which is not open source. So my plan is using the open source one. There's plenty of open source game engines out there. When we have some of the knowledge, which is it's quite a while ago. I was playing with Blender since I was 2015 when I was still working in some of the production houses.